10 seconds. Start. You have invited me here on an auspicious day for this auspicious opening ceremony. I have come here gladly for a variety of reasons. Perhaps some people might wonder what is the connection between Gandhiji and this great factory, for he was apparently not favored great factories. He thought much more of the village and the home, and yet I feel that this idea is due to a basic misapprehension. I quite sure that if it had been good fortune to have Gandhiji with us today, he would have been glad at the opening of this factory. This factory, like all factories, does not come in the way of its basics to develop the village industries and then generally raise the standard of our vast rural and urban population. Some people take rather a narrow and lopsided view of Gandhiji. None of us perhaps is fully capable of understanding all the aspects of his many sided character. We cling to one or to aspect, not realizing that we do not see the whole of that remarkable personality. Many, I suppose, took the letter of what he said and paid the little attention to the spirit, to the underlying philosophy for which he stood. You will remember that often he let us have some glimpse into his mind, which would show that mind was deep and wide and looked not only at the million of our people but at the whole of humanity. Functioning at a particular moment in India as the leader of a great struggle against a mighty empire, he brought method and tools into play which were particularly suited for that struggle as well as for the constructive activity of the nation. He laid stress on village industries and curiously enough, even those who were critical of him, who were skeptical about village industry and the like, today stand for village industries and the development of our rural areas. Others have arrived only gradually and through painful process of reasoning at the conclusion he arrived at initiatively, and there is no conflict between that conclusion and this factory or other big factories that we might build because we try to coordinate the two approaches. There can be no real well-being or advance in material standard in India without the big factory. I shall venture to say that we cannot even maintain our freedom without big factories. We cannot keep pace with the modern world unless we adopt the latest techniques, whether it in for the big factory or the small or for village industries. We can not keep pace with the modern world unless we utilize the source of power that are available to the modern world. Today, we stand on the threshold of the atomic age. Enormous new resources of power have been placed at the disposal of a man. Whether he used them for good or ill only, the future will show. What we do know is that the power is there and we cannot ignore it. We shall have to use these new sources of atomic energy when the time comes. At the same time, everything has ultimately to be judged in terms of human welfare, and the only real yardstick we can employ is the happiness of our 360 people. Therefore, I see no inconsistency in my coming here on Gandhiji's birthday and performing the opening ceremony of this great factory. I go about from end to end in India seeing new factories come up, great schemes take shape, and great river valley project develop, giving power and nursing water to our fields. I see the community project and national extension service spread in our rural areas with a speed which is remarkable and without precedent in history. Remember this, that perhaps the biggest scheme in India is not this big factory or 100 other factories, but the hundreds and thousands of community projects that are changing the face of India. That is the great revolution that is taking place in the village and in the heart of India. I see all this, and as see it, I feel excitement creeping over me. I am impressed by this magnificent structure which has been built with considerably rapidity and to the layman's eyes built efficiently, attractively and imposingly. I should tell you that my first speech to this factory was not a pleasing one. I saw a hug 10 or 12-foot wall. I do not like walls and I am allergic to them. I have had too much of walls in my life, and his big 12-foot wall, mile upon mile, without a break, almost gave me a headache when I was coming here. I am told that a great part of this wall is not part of this factory at all, but a lyric of the great repair shop that was here one. Evidently, the builder of this factory has carried on the tradition, because I saw the wall being continued right up to the main gate.